So you're back in Fast and the Furious 9. All those the kids that you co-starred with in Tokyo Drift are back in 9 as well, right? How was it like being with everybody together again?
It was
Now you're
cool.
the old guy too, you know?
Yeah, well, I was old then.
Yeah, yeah, I guess, yeah, it wasn't that young, yeah.
When we shot Tokyo Drift, I mean, Lucas was, I don't think he was even 21. And Bow Wow was probably like 18.
He's a
You know?
kid. Yeah.
You know, and Mila was probably like 20, 21 then. Everybody was really young. And Brian, DK's my age, so we're close to the age, you know. And then, but, you know, it's nice because, you know, when we were shooting, because there was such a big age gap, like I didn't really have anything in common. Like I can't be, you know, if I'd hang out with Bow Wow and, you know, Lucas, you know, they're talking about playing, you know, Xbox or whatever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I got a mortgage. I'm like trying to refi right now, right? I go, have you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? You should read that. What's funny was like I was telling Lucas, I was like, hey man,
Like, what's that?
you should invest your money. You shouldn't be buying all this junk with this Fast and Furious money. And he's like, what? I go, yeah, man, you should buy real estate. He goes, well, I don't know how to do that. And I go, hey, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a great book, right? And it was funny when we saw each other in London shooting a Fast 9. Lucas is now married and, you know, he's a dad and he's much older, right? So then he's like, hey, son, remember that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? And you were telling me, he's like, man, when I was a kid, I was like, what are you talking about, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? And he's like, I read that book 10 times. I tell everybody, go read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? You know? Yeah. So it was cool because now everyone's grown up, you know? Like when Bow Wow we were shooting Tokyo Drift, he was still, you know, young, little Bow Wow. That's what you called him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he behaved appropriately for a young teenager, and so did all the other young folks. So it's nice that, you know, none of them like burnt themselves out, and it's not some tragic Hollywood tale.
Mm-hmm.
They've all turned out to
Oh God, yeah. I hate to hear
you know,
those.
everybody's good. You know, everybody's good, and everybody's like grateful. First of all, maybe when you're younger, you're not as grateful for these opportunities to be part of a franchise like this.
Yeah.
But now, because the things that happen with the franchise and the losses, like, you know, we know that we're part of something special, and it's great to see these young men are now that are, you know, grown up, that know that appreciate being a part of this. Like they're happy to be a part of it, and you know, they don't look at it lightly, you know. And
yeah, that's great.
So, yeah,